Good to see you.
Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to the Road to 100. This is episode 82, I believe. Let me check. um, let's see. Where are we? We are in the Road to 100, and yes, this is episode 82. So I'm checking my notes here. So yeah, episode 82, and we are here in the Crown of Sand once again with all the wonderful brownery that we have going on around us. So this episode we're going to be running obviously the hoarfrost pipe since this area is weak to ice. But what kind of ice? Well, for the big anteater fellas, they are weak to crush, and we just so happen to have one light crush gift in the game that's based off of mind. And since we're running light scaling, this run through with the pipes, I thought it would be a lot of fun to kind of give Cloak of Winter the place it deserves in history here. Let's drink a little bit of water here.
Okay.
So, what is so interesting about Cloak of Winter? Well, it's an AoE, has an extremely long startup animation, as I've been discussing all through the Road to 100. But here, as we're paired up with Eva and we're running this nonsense light scaling everything here, it's actually pretty ridiculous. So we're going to have two gifts that are going to be going against each other here. We're going to have Blood Sacrifice to drain health and return ichor, and we're going to have Regenerative Drain since we're always running a Hound's Veil to recover health and ichor at the same time. Now, every time we do a charge drain, we will be having focus added to our bar, which then will give us light impulse, which is a 30% increase in Cloak of Winter, but it's a 28, about 28, you can think 28% increase to our light value down here, which will then boost Bridge to Glory that much more by our 0.75 multiplying scalar into the damage that's coming out of the pipe. So between Cloak of Winter and Light Impulse and all these extra bonuses here and everything, we should be pretty handedly equipped to run our way through here. So we're going to get most of the things up and going here. Okay, and there we go. And we'll just do some of these to just kind of get ourselves going here. And we'll go one more, and one more when our health comes back. There we go. And we'll go for Eva, and we'll look at what a Cloak of Winter does here. Okay, so this guy's gonna do that, and that's a bad mistake for him. Nope. Let's go for Cloak of Winter again. So 27,000. Yep, that's a little bit of damage. So we will need to go for a charge drain here if we can to get some health back. Whoops. And even if we don't use Cloak of Winter, yeah, it's a little bit ridiculous. So let's go for some ichor there. And let's go for a Cloak of Winter. So 17,000, but we're not focused yet. So we're still leaving damage on the table. So we will run over here, help out these fellas, and go for the charge drain, or the backstab, so this guy kills himself, almost. We were doing some kind of animation there. Okay. And we got both of these fellas. Okay, so that turned out good for us, not so good for Eva. But as you can see, Eva is not buffed, or we don't have a communal, we don't have a gift for Eva to make sure that she stays with us, but that's okay. She should be just fine. Well, there he goes. Eva, no. What are you doing? Okay. I'm not exactly sure. She should teleport up here. There we go. And let's go for Cleansing Light. And we'll go for more ichor here. And let's go for a charge drain. If this guy is not playing nice. Okay. Now we are focused. So we'll go for a Cloak of Winter. So there's 16,000. Yeah. And what is our pipe up to? 1746. and here 1804. So we're doing a little better than some of the actual one-handed swords that are in the game, and it's kind of interesting that this is this powerful of a build here. Now we don't need to be worried about uh, survival instinct about being below half health. So the more healthy we are, the better. So we can get more ichor out of blood sacrifice as we go through, and so on and so forth as we continue on here. So it's a lot of fun to be able to use Cloak of Winter in a actual good way, and it's also fun to just kind of beat these guys down with clubs in a sense. Okay, we'll do this, and we won't go for Eva just at this point. We'll go for a Drain Activator, because this fella is extremely ambitious. Okay, let's go for a charge, and get some focus there, and we'll get focus here, and we'll go ahead and for a Cloak of Winter, and that'll kill him. That's very, very good. So this fella now, good, and we'll just beat him down. Two strikes takes care of him right quick, so that's most excellent. As okay, we'll go ahead and heal or do a blood sacrifice. We'll do 2, and we'll go for Eva since we can. I mean, why not? Why not get that extra bonus damage off? If we can go for it, we might as well get it. Since this fella up here is extremely dangerous. There we go. There we go. Still two strikes for him. Okay, and we'll go for a charge booster. Okay, and we're gonna probably get hit by the ball. Nope. Whoops. Okay, let's go for a charge drain. And that'll get us some health back there. Oh, we definitely abused the health recovery there. So hit him for 22,000. Okay, 1, 2, and this fella. 1, 2, and we did 6,000, so that's pretty good. Yeah, the light enhanced pipe is most exceptional. I'm definitely a fan of how strong it can become in the worst of circumstances.
I will never forget my mistake.
Eva, you didn't do any mistakes. Okay, so now we are going to be running across these fellas here. So we will just go ahead and run up on them. And this guy was taken down extremely quick because the quick slashing pattern, which is actually a crush weapon of the pipe, is most exceptional when you're up against big enemies like that. Okay, so we're just gonna cruise over here since I don't want to deal with the squiddies, and we'll go for a charge drain. We'll knock him off the edge, and we'll go for a charge. Oh, okay, okay. We'll go for a. Oh. Okay, we'll go for a charge or a launch. Yeah, that was a little bit bizarre there, but it's not to worry because as soon as we get down here, we'll get past these fellas pretty easily, pretty quickly. That guy must have blown himself up, and that's okay. We'll just go for a drain on this guy, and this will throw him off the edge. And this other fella, he's giving Eva some problems, it looks like. Okay, we'll go for a charge on him. We'll get some health back and get focused and all the good things here. Okay, now focus at this point doesn't really matter, but once we get up here to the big white fella, we're definitely going to want to take him down as quickly as possible, as he has several attacks that ruin our day. So let's go for gifts now here before we jump through the sand, and let's go ahead and heal. Okay, and here we go through the sand. And where is this fella? He's coming on back, so we'll go ahead and heal while we can. And we'll go for cleansing light, and we'll heal again, and we'll heal again. There we go. Good. And he might be interested in joining us for an event over here. Okay. And let's go for a charge. Now, oh, I guess we got a backstab. I saw an 18,000 up there. That was pretty nice. We'll go for a Cloak of Winter and just finish it So 12,000 on this guy. So yeah, definitely worth having a large gift like that in your arsenal here. Okay, let's. I don't know why I'm hitting off to the side there, but that's kind of interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead and heal. And we're on our way here to the successor, and she is weak to Ice Slash, but we don't have Ice Slash, we have Ice Crush. So this will definitely be probably a slogfest, to say the least. We will give it our best, and but the pipe does not disappoint, as some of the other weapons can disappoint. But let's go ahead and get some water going here. Hopefully this will not be the video of runbacks here, as we are going to be hopefully managing our abilities here quickly and effectively. Now, since we have leak as a problem, we're going to get rid of the drain, and we're going to go for ichor coagulants. And here we are going to go, we're going to put cognitive zeal down there, and we are going to go for modest offering for Eva to keep her alive, simply because we definitely need her in the fight. Since we have her communal, we will be needing access to that during the fight, and probably maybe twice. Once when the fight starts, and then once during the fight, maybe even during transition time, if the communal doesn't last that long. So again, the whole point of what we're going for here is to boost light damage along the way, so we can boost our pipe damage, which can also boost the Cloak of Winter from being focused and getting health back and getting ichor and everything. So it all pairs and it all works fairly well together. It's just whether or not you actually can pull it all off in one go around. Now, the reason we don't go for these guys is because if we have to use a gift or something, we won't have access to Bridge to Glory in its full length of 135 seconds, I believe, when it's paired with gift extension. So we won't have that full access to that because we're running and running and running and running and running. So we're going to wait for that, and Eva gets out of there just fine. Okay, so here's the Misto. We always say hello to the penguins. I think I'm putting the pipe right in her mouth. Okay, so here we go. Her mask might be broken after that. And I always like to try and get a good look at our character as we run up the stairs here, apart from Eva's name and our belly there. Let's get a run going. And then a casual walk. Now, because I have a keyboard, I don't have a controller. That's all you get on the runs. You don't get the slow walks unless we're in the sand or deep water or something like that. So we will keep our items here handy, and let's go ahead and get ourselves going here. Okay, good. And we're gonna wait for most of our health to recover here, as we definitely want to have Ephemeral Refrain active when we go into the fight. Okay. And we will not heal just yet, and we'll go for these. They'll probably run out in the cutscene, since it's the first cutscene or the first time you enter the fight. Always you have the cutscene and so on and so forth. So they usually run out, but because of gift extension, we have that 50% bonus to our consumables. This might actually work out just fine. Okay, here we go. Kill number 1, hopefully. Now stay close. Oh. She backed up, I guess. Okay, she's going after Eva. Let's go for a Cloak of Winter. That did pretty well. Okay. We're out of stamina, so let's hug her. And let's go for a drain. Whoops. Okay, let's go for a drain. Now we're focused. Let's go for a Cloak of Winter. Okay, let's go ahead and heal up. Now this is going to be tricky, as we are going to have some real issues here. Let's go for some focus while we can. Oh, we're in the... Okay. Oh no. Here we go. Oh boy, here they come. Okay. And we're dead by the AoE. Come on, Eva. There we go. Okay. Oh, we're dead by random event coming through there. Okay. So this will be pretty rough with the pipe, as we definitely need to get the pipe kill, as we've killed every boss so far with a pipe, to my knowledge, if I remember right. If I don't even remember what I'm doing. But that's kind of how my life is these days. You know, being a dad and everything, it really messes with your brain sometimes. You know, like I don't even call my kids the right name sometimes. So let's go ahead and drink some water.
This elevator works.
I haven't had orange juice in a little bit, but that's okay. Stores are still making it a little bit difficult, but it's good to have stores at all, and it's good to have anything at all. Like I love my water, so good for me. Okay, here we go. I hope everybody else out there is still doing manageable and tolerable, as you know, things are getting a little bit crazier in the world, as perhaps some of you have seen in the news. If you actually watch regular news. Okay, and so coming back here for our second run back, or our first run back, second attempt, we definitely need to watch our stamina, which is why we have the stamina activator, to make sure that we're getting that stamina back quickly and effectively. So if we can concentrate on getting these activators popped at the opportune right times, we should be able to have enough stamina to continue going. Now, if you look at our stamina options, we have concentration, but we can't get hit for that. Morale boost, we need a dex and a fortitude of B, which we have neither. We would need 2 fortitudes up, and we would need another dex up, so that's kind of out of the question as well. It's unfortunate, but that's how it rolls. Okay, so let's go ahead and get ourselves going here. Now, see, again, we don't have the cutscene, so this will be a little bit quicker and easier, as our gifts won't expire as quickly. Okay, let's go ahead and do all our options here, and let's go for a heal, just because we want to be at as high health as possible. Now we do pretty considerable damage there on strike. Okay. Maybe we could get her into a stagger here. Let's go for a stamina activator. Whoops. As that is almost over there. Okay. Wow. She's okay, she's into a stagger, so let's go for a Cloak of Winter and a Drain. Now I did that kind of backwards, I guess. I should have gone for Cloak of Winter after the stagger. So let's go for a Stamina Activator. Okay, let's go for a Cloak of Winter again. Oops, I didn't even see the items there. Okay, let's back up. Oh, that one caught us, yeah. That one caught us in a direct line of sight, I guess. So these battles with her are extremely problematic when you're obviously running the pipe. However, it makes it so satisfying when you win at the end, if you can win this way, as we are doing Ice Crush, which is not what we should be doing. We should be doing Ice Slash. But since we have no slashing gifts that are light-based, we are out of luck completely in every way. So the light gifts that we do have access to are, we have access to Frostspike, Ice Barrage, Baba Yaga's Gaze, but that's a dark, so we don't have that one. Aurora Flash, that's dark. We have Hoarfrost Stream, that's also dark. These are all dark gifts. Guard of Honor, dark, you know, everything's dark. Cloak of Winter is light, and Frostwave is light. but we don't have access to Frostwave, and everything that I mentioned there was all Crush or Pierce, and we don't have any slashing ice gifts. So this makes for a really, really problematic fight, as we are doing the wrong damage typing. But still, we do pretty good damage overall, but it's still not as effective as it should be. Now we have access to the Azure Greatsword, but that can get us a 5.5, 6% increase in our ice damage against her, which would definitely help, but it's nothing too significant. That will change the course of the fight, but it's definitely there, and it's definitely worth noting that is accessible. Okay, here we go. Now a lot of this is just runbacks, so maybe I should put the attempts as timestamps in the description. However, that'll be a lot of watching back and figuring out where they all are at. But maybe I'll try and see if I can do that, as there might be quite a few runbacks here, as we've only gotten her about halfway so far. So here's hoping that third time's a charm. Where's our haze? Over there. Okay.
Thanks.
No problem, Eva. I try to go for what I can here. Now let's do these in between. Okay. Okay. And let's go ahead and heal. And let's head on in. And let's go for a drain first. And there we're focused, so we'll go for a Cloak of Winter. 11,000, that's pretty good. And we'll get some strikes here. Okay, good. Let's go for a drain. Now each hound's head counts as a drain. What is that? A focus attack. So that's why it's worth going for that. Okay, so let's go for our consumables here. We'll see where the middle of the storm is here, if we can find it. There we go. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, she staggered out of it. Good. Let's go for a Cloak of Winter. It's going after Eva. That's good for me, at least. Ooh, I did not time that one correctly. But we'll get most of our health back here from, oh boy, from, what is that? Cleansing Light. Okay, here's the middle. There we go. Let's see what she's gonna do. Okay. Okay, good. And we'll go for a Cloak of Winter. We'll see what we do here. We'll go for a Cleansing Light. Okay. Okay, and let's go for a Drain. Okay, and we're focused. So that's at least that. Now we might die here. Oh, we staggered her out of it. Okay, good. And come on. Bridge is almost over. No. Thanks, Eva. There we go. One more hit. Okay, so third time was a charm. That was kind of a epic finish there with Eva coming in for the assist. That was definitely teamwork there, and Eva didn't die at all. So she didn't die against herself. So that's kudos and marks for Eva there. So we definitely got the pipe kill, but we had aid from what is that? Cloak of Winter, but that's okay, as running that gives us the ability to stay in the fight and effective at all times. And definitely being focused there, getting that 30%, but then also getting the 50% multiplicative bonus from Eva as well for that 95% increase to Cloak of Winter definitely helps overcome the resistance she has to crush damage. But because it's all ice that we were running there, that kind of helped compensate for the reduction in our damage from the damage typing. So that turned out pretty well. I'm pretty satisfied with that. I guess I don't have to watch back for timestamps, but you can see that the pipe can be pretty effective and useful. It's not anything in the top tier of any kind of the builds that you'll see running into the playlist that I have active or in anywhere like that. But you'll definitely see them show up as fun builds, as a way to increase the pipe's effectiveness. And I guess was the DLC worth it for the pipe? I'll let you discuss that amongst yourselves. Um, for me personally, I don't know. It adds a different fun element. I don't think if I knew ahead of time the money that was being paid would be worth it, but maybe because I love the game so much, I would have paid for it anyways. Not exactly sure. So I don't know exactly how to answer that. I mean, it is fun to have it, but is it worth actually going out and actively paying for it now knowing what it is? Maybe not. But again, I leave that up to you all. But I sure do enjoy it. I sure do enjoy having the different pipes and looking at how they boost and different things. But again, I had the pre-order deluxe edition, whatever, something or other. Um, and I had the money back then. I wouldn't now if I had to do it all over again. But because of just how circumstances are these days in the world. So okay, so that's episode 82 and our bout with Eva's successor here. So looks like we won the date, and we'll see you all in the next one in the Spire.